I'm gonna throw you a Rubik's Cube. Figure it out now.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I haven't been timed to one of these for a long time. I can't talk right now. Are these actual questions from Reddit? They're reading them in my Reddit voice. What were you thinking when you put in the monkey wrench? That wasn't me. It's kind of hot in here. Hi, I'm Tim Schafer, the president and CEO of Double Fine Productions here in San Francisco, where we make video games. Come on into my office, won't you? Ask me anything.
ATARI 2600 or INTELLIVISION?
ATARI 2600.
Without a doubt.
I'm a big Atari loyalist. Ataris are always better. I had Atari 2600. It really blew my mind as a kid. In some ways, you know, I got into video games because I couldn't get my older brothers and sisters to play board games with me. I mean, in the early days, just seeing glowing pixels on a screen that you could control was so magic. It was like, how am I doing this? This is so crazy. And the games were so new. And I think that always fades. Like that feeling of that being magic always fades away, but then there's some new magic. So when we're working with entertainment, there's also technology. You're constantly trying to rediscover new magic all the time. Sing something else, though.
Do you think about it all, the educational components of your games?
I think every game that we make has a point of view, and I think something like Psychonauts has a point of view about the human mind. And, you know, for example, in that game, everyone you meet, whether they're acting really strange or negative or threatening, you go into their mind and you see that they're wrestling with some inner demon.
Did that go back to like when you were in school, or what's your background that kind of infused that?
A lot of the inspiration for the idea of going into other people's minds was from a psychology of dreams class I took in college, where we studied different types of dream therapy, and one of them was a Gestalt method where you would role play different elements from your dream. The idea being everything you see in your dream is just some aspect of yourself because it's in your brain. So creating metaphors and symbols is something that authors and poets and filmmakers do, right? And it's an art form, but we all do it in our sleep every night. This is the board. This is how we design games. These are all the levels of the games and the various ideas that we have for them. And then when I graduated, I happened to see this job listing at LucasArts. They wanted programmers who could write dialogue, and I was like, this is amazing. I've been preparing for this all my life without realizing it. I still listen to heavy metal while I'm writing, because I know all the lyrics, and so it doesn't really distract me that much. Idea for a game, idea for a game. See how easy it is? What game makes you think, I wish I had that idea? Oh man, if I had like a little Men in Black memory eraser stick, I wish I could erase everyone's memory and convince everyone that I had made Little Big Planet. I love Little Big Planet by Media Molecule. If you could be one inanimate object for a day, what would you be? Why would I be an inanimate object? They can't move, they just sit there. People touch them and stuff, but yeah.
What are your influences?
Let's see, like I love the writing of Kurt Vonnegut. I also read a lot of Joan Didion, David Sedaris, Mark Lehner, and movies. I love old samurai movies. Humphrey Bogart has just an easy way of, you know, he's a tough guy, but he doesn't look like he's trying to be tough. And he's just stoic and calm. We have really great artists who over the years have drawn a lot of amazing conceptual pieces for the games. This is from our very first game and our latest game and everything in between. The Day of the Dead was what Grim Fandango was all about. When I read that the soul goes on a 4-year journey across the land of the dead to reach the land of eternal rest, it just sounded like an adventure game quest in a way.
What is happy confusion?
In video games, you often present challenges or puzzles or something to put some resistance to the player so they feel a little more engaged because they're actually turning on different parts of their brain to solve this problem and get through. And there's this real art to making those challenges hard, but not too hard. I think about that with games because games always have to let the player know that they're right on the edge of solving it. And the game itself is kind of winking at you like an older brother and saying, come on, try a little bit harder, you're almost there. Here's our awards. This is my favorite one here. This one was in the Boy Scouts. I hang on to every single trophy I get. You know, I don't get too many, so I need to cling on to these.
What makes you happy?
Oh, like hanging out with my kid and playing games with her. What else makes me happy? That's it. Oh, see, I got so close and then I messed it up. Classic move.
You have 24 hours, come up with a prototype for a game about being a dad or a mom.
A game about being a parent would involve you just trying to get this thing across 25 years of life alive while taking a bunch of damage but not noticing it yourself. Whatever, you have to carry this package to the goalposts 25 years in the future and have it be a really enlightened and happy package. That's a weird way of describing it. When you make video games, you're making something that might be a really important memory to somebody. People internalize them and they're personal, and they make their own personal associations and stories about them. If I'm making a video game and I think it's art, and someone who's playing it thinks it's art, then I think it's really up to just those two people, and it's art. Still got it. This is my biography. This is my biography. This is my biography. This is my biography.
An Elvis voice.
This is my what?
An Elvis voice, please.
Well, this is my biography. Oh, I do impressions. What do we need to do to convince you to regrow the beard? What's wrong with all of this beautiful face? That's my question. I shaved my beard off because it was gray, and I thought I should enjoy a couple years where I have less gray, and then when this goes gray, I'll let it all go full Santa Claus. Well, nice visiting. Bye.